Night, I was taking a lovely walk with my wife. We were watching the sunset. My phone rings. This is Patricia. Someone told me to call you. I have a book, a proposal. It's ready to go. I have a cover idea. I'm going to hire a publicist. I have an editor. Let's get started. I said to my wife, I think I just acquired a book. So this has been an incredible journey. That was 2 years ago, and here we are today, surrounded by friends and family, and just admirers of Patricia's story and her work. And I said to Patricia when I arrived tonight, this is a special time, and this is not easy to do. And to start out the gate with a wonderful story in the New York Post this weekend, a beautiful cover, best-selling ranking on Amazon, an audiobook, an ebook, a beautifully designed cover with a cute little girl on it. Where we got that photo for the rights. But
is that Patricia?
Yes.
Yeah,
I can truly say that I've never seen an author work as hard as Patricia's work. It dedicated herself not only to the publication, but the editorial process, and really wanted to be hands-on every step of the way, and really wanted to make sure that her story was told in her voice, in her vision, and this is an important story, and a story I think that there's no better time to publish this memoir, and I'm very proud of you, and my company can't thank you enough for all the support you provided, and we encourage you to keep going. And before I turn it over to Patricia, I just want to add that this is the first day the book is actually available in stores and on Amazon, and we're already in our second printing. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to agent, editor, cover designer, salesperson, and writer extraordinaire, Patricia Chadwick.
My goodness. Thank you all for being here. This is really, really exciting for me. I know Anthony said it's been 2 years together with him. It's actually been 10 years in the making. So, of course, I thank you, Anthony. You're right. I did call you. Erica Schwartz, who may or may not be here, she gave me your cell phone number and said, just call me. So, I thank you so much, and all of your team of people. Also, a gentleman who will be here very shortly, Michael Carlisle, who is my agent. I just thank him so, so much. There was a person named Ellis Levine who, thank you, Alex Trower, this is going to be a generational thing, where he said, would you like me to send out your book to a few agents? I thought, my gosh, if that isn't the luck of the Irish or something like that. And within 3 days, Michael Carlisle came back and said he wanted to represent me. So that's been great. So I start off with those huge thank yous. But there's a gentleman in the back of the room or somewhere around here named Bill McGowan, who has been hugely helpful to me as I've been thinking about what do I do when I stand up in front of all these people and all these radio shows and all this kind of thing. And he said to me, well, do you have a little story to tell? I said, do you think I should tell a little story? He said, yes, of course you should tell a little story. So I said, okay, I'll have one. At any rate, so you all know more or less that I lived in this commune, cultish kind of commune, until I was almost 18. And then I went to school to become a secretary. And I had to take the bus every day. And in the morning, the people were more or less the same. And in the evening, they were very different. And so on my way home one evening, I was all of 18. I knew that you didn't speak unless you were properly introduced to someone. So I would never engage anyone. And this gentleman who was sitting next to me turned to me and said, has anyone ever told you you look like Lauren Bacall? I had no idea who Lauren Bacall was. I had no idea who Frank Sinatra was, or any of those, iconic figures. So that evening when I got home, my mother, whom I referred to as Sister Elizabeth Ann, I said, Sister Elizabeth Ann, this man on the bus told me today that had I ever been told I looked like Lauren Bacall? Who's Lauren Bacall? And my mother got quite engaged and said, oh, she was a wonderful actress. And I thought, oh, well, that was kind of nice, because at that point I had no idea whether I was ugly, pretty, whatever. So fast forward 20 years, I'm in East Hampton, very good friends with Francis Anna Fraser Doherty, for those of you who have lived in the Hamptons. And I'm at a dinner party, but by that time, Lauren Bacall, who had a place out in the Hamptons, was referred to by everyone as Betty Bacall. So I just basically thought of her as Betty Bacall. We're at a dinner, a fundraiser, and the gentleman across the table from me looks across at me and says, "Has anyone ever told you you look like Lauren Bacall?" And I thought, well, that was just a lovely, I came out of the world knowing nothing, didn't know who Lauren Bacall was, and knew to be flattered 20 years later. So the next person I have to thank is Emmy Battaglia. Not only has she been my publicist, she's actually lent me her eyeglasses since I have a fine line right now. She has been so extraordinary. Emmy, please, everybody, she's right over here. She said publicists are trying to play behind the scenes. Well, I don't want you to play behind the scenes tonight. You've been just extraordinary. The Post article is all because of Emmy, and it just goes on and on and on. So thank you 1,000 times. I also want to actually thank my family. Agreed, we all have to do that. It's like Oscar night. I came across my husband recently reading the book because he wanted the real final thing. And I was coming into the bedroom, and suddenly I saw the book fly across the room. Oh, whoa, what's going on?
Excuse me, lady, I have some glasses.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Stop that conversation.
And so and I thought, why? And he said, I am so furious reading this book. I just had to hurl the book. And it reminded me of that Dorothy Parker, whether it really was true or not, where she said, "This is not a novel to be tossed aside lightly. It should be thrown with great force." And then there are 4 women in this room who were part of this journey from the very, very beginning. Karen Como, Jackie Masumian, I don't know if anyone, Kathy Van Der Rohe. Oh, did Jodie Foote not make it? That's so Jodie Foote. At any rate, we were in memoir writing class together for once or twice a week for 4, 5, 6 years. We were all learning the craft of writing, but they were the people who said to me, "Be brave. This story is worth telling. Don't hide behind a pseudonym. Nobody's going to hate your parents." I hope that's really going to be true, and it should be true. And without them, I think this would still be an idea. So I thank them so much. Then the people who really helped move this book along. Alex Trower, whom I have known for 30 plus years, and she introduced me to my lawyer. She stood there. She was only one of 3 people, 2 of whom were in this room, my husband and she, and one was a man before my husband who knew my story when I started to write it. I was 60 years old, I'd gone through Wall Street, I'd done my thing, and nobody knew the story because I simply didn't know how to tell it, and it was not like a 5-minute thing. So it just dawned on me. So thank you so much. And then Robert Ainsley, I don't know, I've known you now for more than half your life. You've been always around. He is genius in the world of arts, and that means words as well, and he's been so helpful. And then a very, very dear couple, Deborah and Chuck Royce, who both read my book, and we read each other's book, and I'll come to that in a minute. Just so supportive. But I thought, okay, I'm just going to end this thing. And they said, you can't just end this thing. You've got to now tell about what happened afterwards. Deborah and I have been on the same journey now, writing a book, getting it published. Anthony is also the publisher. And I want every one of you to leave this room tonight and go buy Finding Mrs. Ford by Deborah. It's fiction, but my gosh, is it a page turner? And somehow Deborah's very wound up in that whole book. So, like just some people, Jane Ridley, I was unable to come at the last moment, but Jane was incredible. When you're called by Emmy Battaglia and she says, the Post wants to write a story about you, you go, oh no, that's all, I just see page 6. It's going to be, Patricia Nathan here or Patricia something or other. And Emmy was fabulous. She made me not worry about it. But Jane Ridley was fantastic. She did an hour-long interview. She said, I know you have some really gruesome stories there, but I want to focus on something that was important. And what she focused on was what I wanted people to come out with in the story, which was that the love of a family cannot be broken. And the fact of the matter is, despite everything that happened, we and our family knew that we all loved each other. And so when it all came to an end, we were back as though nothing had ever happened before. And that's the message of the story. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope it's my responsibility to sell as many books as I can. But thank you all for coming. And